Hello and welcome to Core with Becky 2.0. Today we've got 6 exercises. You're going to do them all for 40 seconds, all for 30 seconds, all for 30 seconds again, and then all for 40 seconds. You're going to have a 20-second break after each round, and you get a 10-second break after each exercise. We're then going to do a little bit of Tabata at the end to finish you off. Do go and grab yourself a chair or a stool. You may need this for the 3rd exercise, okay? You may not need it, but grab it just in case. Okay, so we're gonna start with double leg lowers for 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. So you're pressing your lower back into the ground here, letting the legs come only as low as you can keep your back in the ground. Okay, so if your back's starting to arch, maybe you're going too low, don't let the legs go that low. Okay, hands in the ground, just keeping yourself nice and stable. Got 18 seconds left. If it becomes a little bit too hard, just shorten that movement, don't go so low. And in 6 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and break. So next we're going on to a plank exercise. So this is an elbows to hands plank. Okay, off we go. So you're on your hands and then you're gonna come down onto your elbows and then simply back up onto your hands. Make sure you bring your hips down with you as you come down. Don't leave them up at that height that you had them at when your hands were on the ground. Always keeping your body in the straightest line you can. So we've got 18 seconds left here. Nice and slow as you go down, slow as you go up. Don't rush this. Take your time, and if it helps, take your feet a little bit wider to stabilize yourself. 6 seconds to go. 2, 1, and done. So 10-second break here. This is where you're gonna start needing your chair. So grab your chair or your stool. You're gonna pop one foot up on that stool. And here you go, you see me doing it into your side plank. You're gonna be lifting the lower leg up towards the chair, and then you're gonna lower it back down. Make sure the elbow is directly below your shoulder. If this is too hard, go for a simple side plank, okay? Keep one foot on the ground if you need to, one leg on the ground if you need to, one hand on the ground if you need to, whatever works for you. But if you can go for the full leg lifts, brilliant, give it a go. You've got 12 seconds left. You should be wobbling. This is hard. 7 seconds. In 2, 1, and stop. So enjoy your break. All you're gonna do is flip yourself over. Okay, so turn around, face the other way, get your other leg up on that stool, and go. So nice and slow as you raise your leg. If this is a bit too hard, just simply hold that position. Maybe hold it with the foot on the ground. It's still going to be challenging your core, challenging your shoulders. Okay, and if it starts to hurt your knee a little bit, play around with what part of your leg is leaning on the chair or the stool. Maybe have more towards your knee leaning on the chair or your stool, or more towards your foot. Find what feels best for you. 9 seconds, we're almost through this brutal exercise. In 3, 2, 1, and done. Take your 10-second break. Just 2 exercises and the first round is done. Okay, here we go. Proper bicycle crunch this is. Okay, so this is where both feet and both your shoulders are off the ground, okay, at all times. You crunch up and come to the middle, opposite arm towards opposite knee, and then you come back down to that start, that kind of plate hold. If this is too hard, go for that normal, more regressed bicycle crunch that we've done many times before. Find what works for you, challenge yourself, maybe do half of the proper one, half of the old version. In 7 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, that's time. 10-second break. In 2, 1, go. So opposite arm and opposite leg plank here. Okay, nice and slow. Get a little pause as one leg is off the ground and one arm is off the ground, and then come back to the middle. If this is too hard, go just one leg off the ground and then back down, or just one arm off the ground. Play around, see what you can manage, and if that's too hard, just simply hold the plank on your hands or your elbows. Try not to rush this. You will find it hard to stabilize. I find it's best to keep your hand more towards the center of your body, whichever hand is on the ground. So 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and that's the first round complete. Take your 20-second break. Grab a drink if you need to. And we're gonna go again for everything for 30 seconds. So it's all gonna be a little bit more pleasant now. And go. So double leg lowers, but for only 30 seconds now. Okay, keeping that lower back always pressed in the ground. Don't let the back arch, and just stop at the depth just before your back wants to arch. Make sure the shoulders are off the ground, the head is tucked, and that really helps to push the lower back into the ground. 7 seconds to go. And 2, 1, break. So in 2, 1, and we're off. So elbows to hands plank, you know this well now. Nice and slow. Slow as you come down, slow as you come up, feet wide to stabilize you. It's gonna all happen a lot quicker this time. 15 seconds to go. 6 seconds. Try not to pause unless you really need to. 2, 1, well done. Okay, enjoy your 10-second break. We're getting onto that hard one, but it's only for 30 seconds now. So grab your stool, pop one leg through it, and off we go. Elbow directly under your shoulder, and slowly raising your leg up towards the top of the chair. Obviously the height of the chair plays a role in this. The higher it is, the harder it will be, because there's more range for your leg to move. 10 seconds left. You can cling on to this. You should be shaking, that's normal. In 3, 2, 1, and break. Flip yourself over. You've got the other side to do. And go. Same as the first side. It might be harder on the second side, might be a little bit easier. That's normal to have that discrepancy. 17 seconds. Keep it slow. If it becomes too hard, regress to that side plank hold, or simply just pop your foot on the ground. 5 seconds. Done. Break. Well done. 2 rounds of that complete. So moving on to the proper bicycle crunch, and off you go. Balance yourself and then start crunching towards the middle, opposite elbow towards opposite knee. Don't worry if they don't actually touch, that's fine, just as long as they're going towards each other. And if it becomes too hard, just go to that regular bicycle crunch. It's quite normal to get a little bit of a clicking in your hip here as well. Don't worry if you get that, as long as it's not painful. That's a normal sensation. And break, 10 seconds. On to the last one of this round, the opposite arm, opposite foot plank, and off we go. So nice and slowly, try and pause at the top. Try not to just chuck your arm and leg up there and let yourself fall. Try and control it. Every single round, this will just get a little bit easier. You'll find that nice stable position. 10 seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's it. Well done. Enjoy your 20-second break. We're going to do it all again for 30 seconds again. In 3, 2, 1. On your back, double leg lowers. So you know the drill now. Tuck your chin, press your lower back in the ground. And just go slowly with this. Try not to swing, try not to use momentum, try not to throw your knees back towards your chest. Control the movement. 8 seconds. 2, 1, and done. Take your break. In 2, 1, off you go. Okay, elbows to hands plank, feet wide if you need it to stabilize you. Obviously, the wider they are, the more stable you will be. Try not to sway your hips as you do this as well. It can be quite tempting to tip your hips side to side, but try and keep them as still as you can. 9 seconds. I know it's aching, but it will end. In 3, 2, 1, done. In 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Okay, so we're onto that side plank hold. You know it hurts now, but you know you can do it because you've already done it for 2 rounds. Okay, don't worry if you're shaking. Try and be conscious of not letting your hip drop too much towards the ground or doing what I call a banana shape, where you start pushing your hips back. Make sure they're forward, make sure you're in a straight line. 7 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, done. You only have to do that side 1 more time. So let's flip over to the other side. In 3 seconds. And go. So same as before. You should be sweating on this. I definitely was sweating a lot on this, especially if it's a hot day. 17 seconds. 12 seconds. Keep your body as still as you can. Make it as perfect as you can. It will end. Only 1 more time on this. 2, 1, done. 2 exercises to go, then you're at that 20-second break. And off we go. Proper bicycle crunch or normal bicycle crunch, whatever you can handle at this stage. Your abs are probably hurting now, so don't worry if you need to change what you're doing. Start slow on this, and then if you can get a good rhythm, try and find a good rhythm. It's not a sprint, but we don't want to go too slow. We don't want it to be too robotic. I want a nice, smooth rhythm. In 4, 3, 2, 1, break. 10-second break. And in 2, 1, let's go onto that plank. Okay, so opposite elbow, opposite arm, plank. Nice and controlled, nice and slow here. Get a little pause as you take your leg up. Don't worry if you topple a little bit, that happens. Last few seconds, and break. Okay, enjoy that nice 20-second recovery. We're only gonna do this all 1 more time now. 40 seconds on every exercise now, but 1 last time. And off we go. Both legs down towards the ground, bring them back up. You know it now. It's gonna feel a little bit tougher because it's for 40 seconds, but it's the last round, so you know you can make it. This is the best bit. And in 17 seconds. In 6 seconds. Keep it controlled, keep it slow, don't pause. And done. Take your 10-second break. Flip yourself over, get ready for your plank. off you go. Try not to let yourself fall to the ground each time. Make sure you're lowering yourself, controlling yourself, bringing your hips with you as you go down and as you go back up. Don't leave them low, don't leave them high. In 15 seconds. 7 seconds, okay? I know it's shaky, I know it's getting hard, but you're so close. In 2, 1, and done. That's that one done. Let's get this hard one done, okay? 40 seconds is gonna be tough. If you need to take a break through the middle, do it. But don't cheat yourself. If you don't need the break, don't take it. Off we go. Nice and gentle with your leg as you place it back down. Don't worry if it's become too hard now when you literally can't lift your leg. Just simply hold it in the side plank. That is still going to be working you hard. Over halfway, 18 seconds to go. I know it feels like a long time. I know you're shaking. You will get to the end of this. 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and done. Just gotta flip over and do the other side, then that's the horrible one done. And go. Remembering to keep that elbow directly under your shoulder. Be conscious of it slipping, be conscious of your hips slipping backwards, keep them forward, and just simply keep your focus here. Think 2 exercises and then it's the main part of the workout done. So 14 seconds to go. You're well over that halfway point. Cling onto it. Don't let yourself rest. 7 seconds. 2, 1, done. Collapse. Enjoy a 10-second break. Get yourself onto your back. Last time on the bicycle crunch. And off you go. Nice and slow to start with, then to find that rhythm. And again, don't worry too much if you've got one of your hips clicking a little bit, as long as it's not painful. If it is clicking, you could just go for a simple bowl hold if you find that clicking a bit off-putting. And just simply hold the bowl position and don't bring your knees towards your chest. 15 seconds and then this one is done. In 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Break. 1 exercise to go. Get yourself onto your hands. Opposite arm, opposite plank, left. And go. Get a good pause at the top of each of these. Challenge yourself. Let yourself shake. Let yourself wobble. Don't worry if you fall. I think as you can see in a sec, I might have a little tumble almost myself. It's completely normal. It'll happen, especially as you're getting tired at this point. 17 seconds to go. And in 7 seconds. And hold it at the top now for the last 3, 2, 1, done. Well done. Okay, break. Enjoy some recovery. We're going to go into some Tabata next. Okay, so that's 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds break. We're doing this as a V sit, just simply 1 exercise. Okay, enjoy a little bit of a break though. This round only lasts 4 minutes. Off we go. So you can do this single leg or you can do it double leg. I'm going for the double leg version. Obviously double leg is harder. So you could just go single leg, opposite arm towards opposite hand. And then when we go to the next 20-second round, you can switch it. And done. Take your 10-second break. How lovely and quick was that? Very nice. In 3, 2, 1, off we go again. Onto that V-sit, or switch sides if you're doing opposite arm to opposite leg. And break, 10-second break. So you've done 2 of 8 rounds here. You're only got to do this 6 more times and then it's all over. In 3, 2, 1, and off we go. So make sure on V-sits you are bringing your torso up. These aren't leg lifts and leg lowers. It's about bringing your torso up and down and also bringing the legs up, okay? It's about the same amount of lift on legs and torso, but obviously this will depend on mobility and strength. Strengthen the hip flexors and strengthen the core. Now, break, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and off you go. Nice and slow here. If you want to add a little pause at the top, you can do. It makes it a bit harder, but also you then do fewer reps. So swings and roundabouts there. 7 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, done. 4 rounds done. If you've done 4, you can do 4 more for sure. In 3, 2, 1, go. Nice and slow, let yourself come all the way to the ground. It's probably getting harder now, so don't worry if you have to switch to the single leg version if you started with the double leg version. It's very tempting, I almost did it myself. 2, 1, and done. Over halfway now, just got 3 rounds to do. Off you go. Again, if you get a little bit of a clicking at your hip, that's nothing too much to worry about. But if it's too much, just go for a simple bold hold or definitely go for that single leg version of this. 6 seconds. Don't let yourself fall to the ground, keep it strict, and 10-second break. You've got to do this just 2 more times and then it's done. 40 seconds of work in total, off you go. Try and make these as perfect as the first reps you did. Trying not to use momentum, trying to keep it slow, lifting only from your core. 4, 3, 2, 1, done. One last time, 20 seconds of work and it's over. You can definitely get through this. In 3, 2, 1, go. Right, last 20 seconds of the workout. Make it the most perfect 20 seconds you can manage. 8 seconds to go. In 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. Well done. Have a nice flop on the ground. Well done for getting through that. I'll see you next time.